This is the after action report for turn 81 of Over the Reich. So, first things with respect to the invasion is that the movement points for battle groups were reduced back to 8. So they were 16 last turn because Jean Petrossi thought they needed to be higher. But we're going to see if I can make enough progress at 8 to win the game. So anyway, I attacked Rouen from using my fighter bombers from Croydon. I didn't quite kill the stuff in there, so I attacked with battle groups, one of which got depleted after attacking from the damaged battle group. So the other one beat the battle group, but still didn't have enough movement points to finish off the gun battery. Now, as it turned out, I should have had plenty of force to take all this stuff out, or at least weaken everything more, but I had forgotten that I moved stuff to Manston last turn. Or I think it was Manston anyway. So I didn't have the force to take out Rouen completely, or at least reduce everything enough that my battle group would survive. But, you know, that's life. So I took the stuff out of Croydon, and then had it go to number 617 squad, which was actually close to end up in one turn. Manston was just out of range, I think by a single square. But they should be able to go from 617 squad to Calais and back. So I landed the battle group that was in Dover, near Calais. So just basically sort of like speed things up, either go for the airfields or attack Calais. I'm definitely going to attack from the ground on the basis that these 3 gun batteries will basically demolish any amphibious attack I make, or even just demolish ships making a bombardment. But anyway, you know, Rouen will be captured next turn. And then I also have this battle group down here, sort of ready to make its way towards Paris. So I didn't investigate Paris this turn. I'll have to do that next turn to sort of plan a bit more. Now, something I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but just so it's clear, is that when you land a battle group off of a boat, its movement points are reduced to 2. So that's why I couldn't just go and immediately attack Calais, even if I wanted to. So I'd either have to land it close enough for the gun batteries to hit it, to hit the invasion, or, you know, I have to wait. I mean, or I could have done an amphibious attack, which definitely would have done that. But so yeah, that's why that is. But anyway, I should be able to reduce this enough next turn, because I'll have basically all of my fighter bombers to reduce. The key is to reduce the depleted battle group enough. Gun batteries are only strong versus air units, and flak are only strong versus air units. Versus the ground, they don't have as much defense. So, okay. Report options, that's what I want. So the stuff that I was attacked by a decent number of units last turn. So I lost 5 P-51s, a couple of Lancasters, which I don't care about. There's not much to attack. 9 or 10 bombers. This maybe a bit more. Oh, and I even lost a Mosquito. Yeah, so most of that was done by jets, which I didn't find. Didn't really look, though. But, I mean, I can sustain the losses at the moment. Yeah, so jet guns, you know, made 23 of those kills. And so a lot of them were in Saxony, I believe. Or, yeah, so somewhere around here I think I lost the bulk of the stuff. Anyway, I'm basically just trying to, at this point, trying to split up forces enough that he can't have jets everywhere, and even if he does attack some stuff, it's just not very much. Like, he can't kill enough stuff to matter. So yeah. So anyway, I have those losses. So this turn I attacked Stuttgart and a little bit at the factory at Karlsruhe, and I killed, I think it was a refinery at Friedrichshafen as well. Basically, I was going to attack Karlsruhe, Mannheim, Frankfurt, but I scouted with a plane first and saw flak. So I figured, well, Stuttgart probably doesn't have flak, let me attack there instead. So that's kind of the point. And so, if there might be jets in there, which will attack my forces. And I figure, so even if that's done, even if that stuff's attacked, the jets are then kind of down here, and my B-17s are up here ready to attack like Berlin or Leipzig or something, or Peenemünde. So the idea is basically just to split forces around, which I'm sure I've mentioned 3 or 4 times already. So I think that's all. I sent a new group of B-17s out. I should have just put these 4 back in 56 Fighter Group. I might do that anyway because I have other stuff coming around. So something interesting I found is that I'm having trouble producing, like, having the air bases to produce enough stuff. So, like, I'm getting about 12, I get, 3 convoys a turn produced, I guess. So that's like 12 trains. And, when, like, just from convoys alone. And, when your stuff doesn't take up, like the B-17s are 200 shields, so a train is like 1.5 B-17s. So I've just had to go and start thinking about building more air bases around where the trains come in. Up near Glasgow, I should divert some to Belfast, because that has a couple of airfields that can even support lots of units, because they have the aircraft factory industry nearby. So I'll probably want to go and do fighters or something from there, because the bombers have to rearm anyway every turn. So anyway, so basically, even though the jets can kill me, I can actually produce like tons of stuff. So like saturation might be an effective strategy against jets in this scenario, at least if you're like that far ahead. But yeah, so I think that's all. Or I can divert some stuff to France now that I have stuff. But yeah, I think that's all. Oh, I think I discovered Tactics this turn. Yeah, Tactics 1, I should say, because that had slightly different research conditions. So if I actually made attacks against enemy aircraft, that would help. Or I might just try my B-51s against flak again, see how that works. Because, it might, the strategy might just be send in about 1 billion P-51s, attack the flak, and, just try to, try to just reduce the airfields that can actually defend anything. Or that can defend the jets. But, okay, I've rambled on a little bit again. So, thank you for watching. I'll just go and see the attacks I made this turn. Yeah, so I got a couple of industries, a depleted battle group, and then about 5 refineries by the looks of it. So that was turn 81. Thank you for watching.